So yeah, here we go. I'm gonna continue the last time I left things off and I was reading some of Max's journal, so I will continue. So cool to stalk the halls when it's dark and quiet, even with so many troubled things happening all around us. It felt like Chloe and I were walking towards the center of a great cosmic mystery, something bigger than any of us. But we kinda suck as master spies since we didn't have a key for the principal's office. No worries, with my rewind power at hand. And of course, Dr. Warren Graham, he came through with a bitching mini bomb made of sodium, what the fuck ever. I probably learned more putting those ingredients together than the entire semester so far. Sorry, Miss Grant, Warren is the star student here. He tries so hard to help, maybe too much. But what's wrong with that these days? I'm so grateful he's on my team. Talking about being in a sancto sanctorium. Thanks Latin class I very fast of Blackwell. I did feel freaking weird about being in the principal's office after midnight, going through his files and laptop with Chloe. She was way too into it. Technically, we could be arrested and thrown into jail. Yikes, I just pretended that we were on a very special episode of The Wizards of Waverly Place. You know, just a couple of wacky Sherlocks investigating the school for a good cause. Yeah, that helped. Disney references. While we didn't find the proof, we found Nathan's file had a weird drawing in it, just said Rachel in the dark room over and over. So that's a major clue that Nathan is involved in this somehow, or he's just insane. But this note also referenced David M. Madison, which means that we absolutely have to find a way into David's secret bunker files for a good cause. But Chloe just can't help herself, and she actually took $5,000 in cash marked handicap fund, cause that's gotta be legit. I'm right. I can't think of a faster route to karma hell, but it would clear Chloe's debt to Frank. I'll find a way to make it up to the fund. After all, saving a life is priority, as is my habit with Chloe. No matter what, our fates seem bound together, for better or worse, usually worse. Despite all the usual breaking in and blowing up office hijinks, Chloe decided what we needed, more than anything, was to take a night swim in the otter's lair. I was so giddy and rebellious that I was like, oh yes, we shall swim. We didn't completely skinny dip, but close enough to get into big trouble no matter what. I don't know why we were so careless after being so careful. I love that Chloe brings out the just don't give a fuck side of me. But if that hasn't always served her well, she deserves a moment of not giving a shit. Me too. Just two friends goofing around in the pool. I fear those youthful shenanigans might soon be a thing of our past. God, I'm starting to sound like one of the teachers at Blackwell. Chloe and I had a nice chat about our lives. Since I left, we talked about them boys and girls and why they're troubled. Especially for me. I feel like a groupie when I talk to Chloe about our life experiences. She has me so beat. I take pictures. She takes action. Speaking of action, we had to seriously bounce when security showed up. How quiet could we be in the swimming pool? Plus, after leaving a trail of our Blackwell handiwork, it was so intense and exciting to get past the security guards. They had serious spotlight power, so it wasn't exactly easy to stealth our way past, especially as we had to bail in Chloe's junker. But like I said, intense and exciting, hella like Chloe Price. Even though my body smelled like I had been dosed in chlorine, it was so nice to crash in Chloe's room for the first time in 5 years and wake up next to her like our old sleepovers. For some reason, it reminded me of our time we going to TP, one of the neighbors' houses, and we even snuck out but got chicken and ran back home laughing all the way. I remember waking up next day and Joyce was making one of her delish breakfasts downstairs, and Chloe smiled at me like we were in the most secret club in the world, or at least Arcadia Bay. We were pirates, damn it. After our academic espionage last night, I felt like the same way. It's just that now the stakes are much higher and much more dangerous. I even ended up in some of Rachel Amber's clothes since mine were trashed, a band tee and ripped jeans. So not me. But I haven't found my style yet. So why not have some fun experimenting with a new outfit? Speaking of experiments, Chloe dared me to kiss her. So I did. She probably thought I was out. Why? It wasn't that big deal, though it was cute the way she was kind of embarrassed after, and she would tell Warren. Besides, I think Chloe sees Rachel Amber in her future. I went down to breakfast. Joyce actually called me Rachel, which just seems so wrong considering how beautiful she is and how boring I am. I guess my new outfit really is working. It's magic. I ended up helping Joyce make breakfast just like when I was a kid on a sleepover. It's odd how quickly you can fall back in an old routine. So I must have set off Joyce's nostalgia mode, since she busted out Ye Old Photo Album. I'm one of the few people who loves checking out old pictures. What was that Alfred Hitchcock like line about film being pieces of time? Like Mr. Jevons said, so are photographers. I think she wanted me to see her new husband in a better light when David was happy or laughing with Joyce in a picture. I wanted to say, and who is that? Plus, I'm sure it's no accident that there was a photo of Rachel wearing the exact same clothes I had on. She truly is stunning and somehow looked more punk rock than Chloe. The truly heartbreaking image was that last photo William Price ever took. Chloe and I making pancakes in the kitchen. Joyce really misses that. That joyful, optimistic girl. I know she's still there when Chloe smiled at me this morning. I saw her. The picture seemed to sum up everything we had as children and lost as adults. Whatever being an adult means. Which was a perfect cue for Chloe to bounce into the room and start shit with Joyce. This gave me cruel cover so I could sneak into the garage and finally unclock David Madison's extreme files. So today I finally found out that what was in David's secret files, and I admit I expected it to be worse, but I'm relieved that it wasn't, so maybe I'm going easier on him than I should. No surprise that he had detailed files on Kate and Rachel, listing their whereabouts along with surveillance pics. David isn't off my shit list yet, but he's a good damn investigator, I'll give him that. It's clear that Frank and Rachel had some kind of relationship, and I don't think Chloe's going to be very happy to hear that. She needs to start waking up. We all do. When David came home, things escalated quickly. We looked more upset than usual, but shrugged when he saw me wearing Rachel's clothes. He was so on edge. Maybe I'll never get to see the David that Joyce loves so much. She and Chloe really let him have it, though this was the first time I saw them bond since we were kids. Suddenly, I couldn't take it anymore, either, and I kind of blew up. It was like a torrent that felt awesome. I've been wanting to rip into David like that myself for a long time. I figured most worst case scenario, hella rewind power, but I wanted Joyce to know the depth of his weird paranoia. She looked so sad and angry when I told her about the photos of Rachel and Kate, not to mention the home surveillance Joyce kissed his ass out of the house to Chloe's glee. Despite David's evidence and bracelet, Chloe refused to believe Rachel was involved with Frank. This is a part of Chloe I don't much like. She gets so damn petulant if she doesn't get her way, or if she hears something she doesn't like. Serious denial. I get why, but that doesn't make dealing with it any easier. So I threw my hands up and suggested we check out Frank's RV. I know that would piss Chloe off, and she would do anything to find out what kind of relationship he had with Rachel. But first we had to get the damn keys to the RV, which meant doing into the Two Whales diner and bouncing like a rewind pinball between Frank, Nathan Prescott, and Officer Berry, and fucking with all of them. I'm still dizzy thinking about how I pulled it off. Yay for Max. Sometimes I feel like I'm just cheating at life. The first thing we had to do was get Frank's crazy dog out of the RV, so we did the classic cartoon give a dog a bone routine, and Cujo became Scooby-Doo just like that. Frank's RV was pretty much what I expected. Drug dealer, trash chic, But it wasn't a serial killer, as I feared. We ransacked the place and found what Chloe didn't want us to find. I'm sorry Chloe had to see the pictures of Rachel posing for Frank, or even if she did care about him. To her, it's just another betrayal, just another loved one dumping on her. Everybody she ever loved, she lost one way or another. Only I came back from the past for what? To make Chloe's life more painful? I just wish I could rewind my power to go all the way back to the days when we were covered in pancake flour. Life was simple. October 10, Dear Diary, enjoy the journey. Let's never do that warp again. I can't even begin to explain what happened. If I think too hard about the ramifications, my brain might melt. When I try to describe it, it's as if I'm describing something that happened to someone else. Chloe was so upset when we discovered that Rachel had actually been involved with Frank Bowers. And she just blew up. I could never talk to her when she's like this, and I just get so tired of having to walk on eggshells around her emotions. She still blames William for her messed up life, no matter how much she knows she's being unfair. I can't say that I wouldn't be just as messed up. Not that I'm not in my own way. In my room, all I could think was, I wish I could go back in time and help Chloe. And suddenly I was looking at a photograph William had taken of us on the day he died. And it started pulsing like it was 3D, like I could see inside the photograph. Then I found myself actually back in the photo to when I was 13 years old. I was back in Chloe's kitchen in the year 2008. My hair is getting pulled by the stars again. With Chloe and William right before he left to pick up Joyce for the last time. Since my power somehow morphed to this new level of rewind, I decided that there was no way I was going to let William die again. So I played hide the keys until he had no other option but to take the bus. I was so happy I actually saved William. I never thought about what could go wrong. I knew I was screwing them when I came out of my pick, rewind, and saw Victoria Chase. But now she was my friend, and I was a member of the Vortex Club, Nuff said. I knew I had screwed up, and then I felt sick thinking about what might have changed with Chloe. I had a clue when I saw David Madison driving the school bus. He sure didn't look so threatening anymore. I didn't want to know how he ended up as a bus driver instead of with Joyce. I felt my heart drop when I rushed to Chloe's house. So when William opened the door, I prepared myself for the worst. That's when Chloe rolled forward in her wheelchair, paralyzed from the neck down. I didn't even know what to say, so I covered my mouth in my typical gesture of shock and stupid. But Chloe's smiles was so genuine and beautiful, I almost cried. I had to adjust to everything without freaking out or telling Chloe that I actually altered time and space to save her father, but get her in a car accident so she can never walk again. The thing is, she was still Chloe, just minus all the rage. This Chloe was just grateful to be alive and have her family watching over her. Chloe begged me to spend the night, and of course I did. I noticed how run down of parts of their home were compared to before. I saw the incredible and expensive equipment that Chloe now requires, including her new garage room. Sorry, David. Even though I felt awful and disconnected, Chloe was just so bubbly and excited to hang out with me again, especially since I flaked on her even pretty hardcore after her accident. Even in an alternate universe, I'm still a shitty friend. Chloe's world was so new and unique to me, especially her strength and kindness and pain. She needed a whole pharmacy to get through that day. I didn't feel sorry for her. I felt in awe with her attitude. This Chloe didn't blame anybody for her condition, even though she had the right. We strolled down the beach and saw the beached whales that proved something bad was happening in both realities. And then Chloe asked me to put her to sleep. The accident left her body pretty much broken. Her lungs stopped working properly and she was basically dying a slow, painful death. She also felt so guilty about her parents' sacrifice and dwindled income. She wasn't erratic or tortured about this request, just practical, which made me feel even more terrible for putting her in this situation. I agreed to help her simply because she explained that she wanted to have a choice for the last time in her life. How could I argue with that? Especially since I knew I screwed up the entire universe by making a simple decision. And I knew I wouldn't have to go back, eventually and accept the timeline that actually happened. So Chloe and I had one last movie night watching Blade Runner, falling asleep to the sounds of Vangelis, and when I woke up, I put my best friend to sleep forever. And after my visit to Chloe's new world, I knew it was time to go, Max, to the future. I had seen the result of my temporal tempering and I got scared, thinking my new power wouldn't even work anymore. That would have been cruel karma. Fortunately, I was able to project myself into the photograph once again, and I undid everything I had done. Goodbye, William again. Hello, David again. I've never been so glad to see Chloe in my life. The second I saw her blue hair and that beautiful pissed off face, I wanted to kiss her again, and I couldn't even tell her where I had been or why. It would be one more thing to alienate Chloe from me and the world. I had to get refocused on our research for Rachel. Chloe had been busy with her detective work while I was in my alternate timeline. Of course, it was much easier for me to expose David's garage since Joyce booted his ass out. That made Chloe more content than I've just about seen her since I returned. I still kinda feel kinda bad for David, but he overstepped his authority, dismissed, and it's so much easier to grab David's X-Files when he's not there. After we gathered our new info like Halloween treats, I loved watching Chloe to go into Sherlock mode while he examined all of our clues on our big old drawing board. Of course, we all know that she's more of a Dr. Watson, right? Elementary. Honestly, with all of the impending doom and sadness, I felt so happy just to find myself back in action with my best friend and her butterfly blue hair. Hella yes, peekaboo. So yeah, this is an alternate timeline of when Max traveled back to save William. So yeah, let's continue.
Let's see if I can find out where Nathan is. Hey Daniel, you look bummed out. Are you alright?
Hola Max. I just figured out that my photos basically suck. I'm a wannabe artist.
Don't give up that easy. Just stay away from your sketchbook for a while. You need to keep taking the shot, as Mr. Jefferson said.
Stay away from my sketchbook? You don't know me, Max. That's like you staying away from your camera. I think I'll just sit here bummed out, thanks.
Okay, let's rewind time.
Hey Daniel,
Hola.
maybe you should try different subjects. Something more like your portrait.
That makes sense. But not if I can't choose the subjects in class. If only I could draw my photographs. I think I'll just sit here bummed out, thanks.
Let's go back in time one more time. And here we go.
Hola.
Daniel, your drawings are your photographs. So draw your photos with your eyes and make the camera your lens pen.
Lens pen? Oh, I dig that, Max. That could work for me. I do feel better now. You are good, Max.
Have you talked to anybody about what happened with Kate?
I don't talk to anybody, Max. But I did actually have a conversation with Brooke. She was very sad about Kate.
So am I. And angry.
We should stop going to class and stage a protest. But that's not going to happen at Blackwell. Yet.
I like this revolutionary Daniel DaCosta.
Only if I can start the revolution from my sketchbook, Max.
Yeah.
Have you seen Nathan Prescott?
Oh, I heard a rumor he's actually suspended.
Yeah, but he's still gotta be on campus.
That explains why he looked so pissed off when I saw him leaving campus a few moments ago.
Okay. End of the world party?
Are you going to the end of the world party tonight?
It will be if I go, man. People here push me in the rocks, not dance floors.
That's exactly why you should go to that party. We have to stand up to these Blackwell bullies for Kate. You won't be alone, Daniel.
Not with you to back me up, Max. Damn it. I will go to the party like it is the end of the world. Okay, maybe I won't go, but... No, I won't do that, but I'll go.
Let's talk later. Okay, Daniel? Good. Nathan is not around. I should go back to Chloe.
Let's go.
It would be so cool if you and me were going to school here together.
But now you can have Mr. Jefferson all to yourself.
Oh, you suck. Now let's get into Blackwell Ninja mode.
Yeah. Let's go Blackwell Ninja. Yeah, that's what we'll do.
So lame they don't have colored dorms here.
Yes, because I want Nathan Prescott in the room next door.
Good point. Wait here. Give me the signal if Nathan or anybody shows up. I won't let you down, Batmax.
Now I just have to find Nathan's room.
Yeah. The old room of Elliot.
This can only be Nathan's room.
Of course. We're gonna break it. Open it and he is a weird man. And let's go back in time so
now
we
need
don't
to find Nathan's phone or anything with clues.
so we don't destroy it. Okay, Joyce. Max, now that David is not here, I need to Chloe to step up and stop acting out of so much. That won't happen if you and her are getting mixed up in illegal crap like breaking into Blackwell at night. I know it happened, so don't bother to defend or explain. I hope you would get her back on the right track, but it looks like she's getting stuck again. You could be such a good influence on her unless you both want to play bad. But she can't keep blaming David now. I'm sorry, Joyce, even I get into shenanigans, but I'm trying to be a good influence on Chloe. I know, Max, but I forget you're still teenage adults. So yeah, here we go. Lens, camera.
That monochrome camera is brand new and costs about $6,000. Bastard. It's so cute and ironic. I can't believe Nathan still has it around.
Alright, let's open the light. Not that one. Turn on.
Whale songs? Maybe this is the only soothing thing Nathan ever hears. That must be the lamp Chloe broke when Nathan drugged her.
Hey.
Damn, Nathan. That's a nice shot. If only all your energy went into photography. It's so damn creepy, but the guy has his own style. I'd cry too if I had him for a father and had to wear that suit. Nathan is way into this party. Bad sign. Bastard. Now I remember why I hate you. And what... Oh, man. Sean Prescott might be Nathan's real problem.
Nate, I know this has been a stressful week and your mother and I are here to talk if need be. Just make an appointment anytime. Your mother wants Dr. Bill to come out after his book tour. But for now, let's stick to your prescriptions. I need you calm and quiet while Pine Estates is being developed. I know being a Prescott is a burden. I'll guide you into this room step by step as did my father. It was so hard for me when my dad opened my eyes to our destiny. But you'll thank me someday. Don't worry about Blackwell. This shithole town is going to get an enema along with a fresh brand. I want you to be ready to take over when that moment is right. Don't fuck it up, son. Your father.
Too bad Nathan isn't more like his sister. She sounds awesome. And far away. Yes, Nathan sure needs diet pills. This is strong stuff. Wow. Kiss ass much, Principal Wells?
Nathan, I'd like to apologize for the recent accusation. Your name and record speaks for itself. Sometimes students will use that to make their own name at Blackwell. I know your father was upset. While I have assured him that you know would never bring a weapon to school, I don't want you to distracted from school, and I'm certain that this matter will be settled by the end of the week. If you have any questions, you know I'm always available to talk.
Nathan likes his tortured subjects way too much. These films all have a dark pattern. Nathan took this from Kate's altar. Why? What is with this dude?
Why, that is so creepy.
Oh man, that dickhead stole one of my selfies. That looks like a totally fun show. Even Nathan has a light side. Nathan Prescott, All-American Teen.
Scratch marks.
What the hell are all those marks on the floor?
Yeah. Move
Let's
the couch.
find out what you're hiding.
Boom.
Oh yes, little phone. You are mine now.
We're getting out of here.
Cool, now it's open.
Okay, let's go. Run, run, run.
Now I have Nathan's phone, so I can show it to Chloe. Well, before Nathan comes back.
Damn, Max, you're finally back. I got worried. So, what did you find?
His room was clean and creepy. Check this out.
Mm-hmm.
Boom, Nathan. You got you by the balls, fucker.
What are you doing in my dorm? You're such a nosy bitch, Max.
Stop right there, Nathan.
Make me, ho. Max, I got this. Get the fuck out of my face.
Mm-hmm.
You are so fucking dead! Get off me, bro!
Mm-hmm. Stop, Warren.
Warren, stop it! Come on.
Oh, my hand. Why are y'all looking at me like that, huh? You and you're all dead.
Let's go. Now.
Plus, my dad is on his way. You're all fucked. He owns you.
Even if Nathan definitely deserved a beating, we should try to be better than that.
Yeah. At least we schooled the boy in the learnings of hard knocks.
Damn,
Yeah.
that was intense.
Let's go, Warren.
Warren, thank you so much.
For what?
For headbutting Nathan Prescott. That was awesome.
I don't know. I almost went crazy there. Like Nathan.
You're not anything like him.
Good to know. So where are you going? I better stick with you guys. Just in case you need me to get my Hulk on again. Or should I call the cops on Nathan?
No police. Not yet. So maybe you better,
Warren, me and Max have to do this on our own. No offense.
It's cool. Whatever I can do to help.
what you can do is find out anything you can about Nathan's father.
I'm on it. Between the snow and eclipse, I'm assuming the apocalypse is around the corner.
And thank you. Seriously. I'll call you later.
You better. I'm feeling pretty alpha now.
Yes, you are.
Man, that guy is so fucking in love with you.
I know.
He really did give a serious beatdown to Nathan.
It was a little scary to watch him do that.
Now let's make a date with Frank.
Will he even answer you?
Frank always answers when he wants money.
Yeah.
Like I said, Frank wants to see me right now.
Let's not keep him waiting.
Yeah, we're seeing Frank, my cocaine dealer.
God, I hate seeing those poor whales like that.
Me too. I just think of their families in the ocean out there looking for them. Well, that asshole's gonna help us find Rachel.
Or what? You'll actually shoot him? Chloe, do not count on my rewind. Seriously.
Obviously, I'm not counting on you. That's why I have a gun. And I might even save you someday.
About time.
I am so going to hit you. There's no way we could have guessed this is what would happen to us when we grew up.
I'm looking forward to the day when we can just go on a road trip to Portland.
Fuck yeah. You, me, and Rachel.
Absolutely. So let's play this cool, okay? Just pay Frank his money, and then we can get that code for the book from him. That's all.
Got it. No dicking around.
Let's roll.
Let's go. Flyer, window.
It blows my mind that I was just here with Chloe in an alternate reality.
Oh man. Pompadour.
Oh, look. The Wonder Twins. You should have come alone.
She's my partner.
Yeah, or bodyguard. So let's get to business. Where's my fucking money?
Here you go, my friend.
Oh, I thank you. That wasn't so hard now, was it? And let's not do any more business again. Now, if you excuse me.
Frank? Could we ask you a couple quick questions?
You have some serious lady balls. No. Jesus, okay. Okay. But I'm not getting you high.
Frank, we're not here to get high.
No, you don't look like the type. Not like Chloe here. So what do you hardy boys want?
Just the names of some of your clients.
Oh, is that all? Oh, well, why didn't you just tell me? How about I just give you the keys to my RV while I'm at it?
You don't get it, man. This is for a good cause.
No, man, I do not get it. Especially from a weirdo like you. You know, I hate the way you talk to me like you know more than I do.
No, I'm not.
Christ, I hate you Blackwell shits. You expect everything for free. You're not getting any handouts from me. I work for a living, you understand?
Yes, Frank. Without those Blackwell shits as customers, you wouldn't have any work at all. Dude, you're a drug dealer.
Yeah, right, okay. Both of you are giving me a headache. No deal.
Frank, we didn't come here to fight. This is so much bigger than us.
You come in peace? After you aimed a fucking gun at me and then pulled the trigger.
There were no bullets in the gun. We were safe, tough guy.
There's something wrong with you, girl.
You pulled the trigger because you wanted to show me how safe I was?
I didn't know what I was doing.
Dude, get off her ass. She was protecting me. You've got a knife and God knows what else. Are you really afraid of Max here?
I'm not afraid of anybody except my mate. And you little bitches think you can outsmart me? Why, because I'm trailer trash? You're Blackwell trash. And it's time to take you out.
Calm down, Frank. Let's just talk.
Don't you ever tell me what to do. Get it, bitch? Get it?
Step the fuck back now!
Pompidou!
No!
You fucking killed my dog!
Oh my god!
Okay, we're gonna rewind time again. Oh my god. Oh my. We killed Frank! No! No! Let's rewind.
Oh no. Chloe.
I just shot a man and his dog. I killed Frank Bowers.
You saved my life, Chloe. It was self-defense for both of us.
Max? Frank is really dead.
I know, but we can't stop now. We have to find that code. Fast.
Before the cops come.
That's it. Let's get out of here.
Sorry, Frank. I'm sorry.
Jesus. Chloe actually killed Frank. She'll never forgive herself. Or forget this. And only I can change it.
Do it more. Here we go. One more time.
Listen, Chloe. I can tell you for a fact that this will not go well.
Max, I should have known you'd be kind and rewind. So tell me exactly what I need to do here.
Be careful.
Oh, okay? Don't give Frank any excuses to go ballistic. We need his help, Chloe.
You know, I'm not a total fuck-up. Occasionally I can be both cool and careful. Like now, okay?
Oh, look. The Wonder Twins. Should have come alone.
She's my partner.
Yeah, or bodyguard. So let's get to business. Where's my fucking money?
Give money. Skip that. And no fight.
Thanks for hearing me out, Frank. Look, we only want to talk, and it's not even about you. We're not here to start a fight.
No, that shit would be over pretty fast. Don't fuck with me, and I won't return the favor. So what do you want?
Just the names.
Oh, is that...
I'm sorry.
Listen, Frank. I'm sorry to be such a nuisance, but this is important.
Yeah, everything's important these days. But I can tell you're not bullshitting me.
There's no time for that, Frank. I just need a little bit of information.
Yeah, well, it always starts with just a little. And Chloe here knows all about that, don't you?
Come on, Frank. This isn't about me now.
Yeah, right, okay.
Frank, we didn't come here to...
You come in peak?
Scared me.
To be honest, Frank, you scared me. You held a knife on my friend. I didn't want to pull the trigger.
I could tell by the way you held that pop gun, with both hands like it was a magnet. Or maybe I shouldn't have brought that knife to a gunfight.
I only want to shoot with my camera. I swear. Ask Chloe.
Look, Frank, Max doesn't need a gun anyway. So are we cool? Please?
Okay, we're cool for now. But my dog isn't. And if you try any shit, he will bite your head off. He's done it before.
We're only here to talk. I wouldn't mess with your dog.
Shit, you wouldn't have time. You like dogs?
Oh, Pompadour is so cute.
The only way you know my dog's name is if you broke into
Ah,
my...
no.
That's how he got out. You did it. Are you crazy? That's my dog.
Wait, that's not what...
Seriously, Frank, don't get all spun out. We're only here to find Rachel.
Rachel? Is that why you're really here?
Yes, we're so close to finding her now, Frank. We need all the help we can get now. Especially for me.
You and Chloe do not know Rachel like I did, and I couldn't even help her. You're in way over your heads. Why don't you just go play in the clubhouse?
Rachel's bracelet.
You have Rachel's bracelet. You obviously
Ah,
know more than
no.
you're telling. So tell us.
Never come into my home and tell me what to do. Understand?
Man, there is something about you that is so wrong. I don't trust you at all. Now get out of my face.
We don't have much time, Frank. Rachel needs you.
It's too late. She's gone. You don't even know her.
Like you did? I loved her, asshole. And she loved me. I know that.
Chloe, you don't know shit. You were part of her problem. Always trying to take her away from me. Always.
Calm down, Frank.
Ah, no, not again. Alright, we're gonna rewind time now. One more time. We're almost there. I just forgot which one. Here we go.
I can tell you. Be careful.
You know,
Your money. I'll fight.
Thanks.
No, that's...
Just think.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Listen.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
come on.
right.
Frank.
You.
To be honest,
I could.
I only.
Look, Frank, Mac.
We're cool.
We're only.
Shit, you...
I love dogs. Period. I wish I had one trained as well as yours.
Yeah, he had a bad trainer before. Real bad. But he's dead now. And I trained Pompadour how to be my friend.
That's very cool, Frank. Your dog is lucky you came along.
Maybe we can focus on rescuing Rachel now?
Rachel? Is that why you're...
Yes, we're so close to finding.
You and Chloe do not...
Rachel said she gave you one of her favorite photos. That proves how much she cares. And you care. That's why you have to help.
How the hell did you know about that photo? That's my favorite picture of her. I can look at it any time and she'll always be there for me. I can't stand not knowing where she is. Not hearing her voice or her laugh anymore.
We can change all that. It's up to you.
Help us find her, Frank. Please. We really need your client list.
Well, if there's a chance in hell, you two dorks can find Rachel. I'll take it. My dog isn't barking at you, so I guess that's a good sign.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Frank. Seriously.
It's hard to take you characters seriously, but I want to. Good luck.
That was cool Frank gave up the code to help us. Rachel must have seen something good in him.
Leave the beach. We're going back. I don't know where we're going, but I think it should be in the house of Chloe. Yeah, here we go. We're gonna play Little Detective and discover what is missing.
Chloe, are you okay?
I'm glad things worked out okay with Frank. It's nice to have one less enemy in Arcadia Bay.
Amen to that. I better focus on this board and start tying these clues together.
So yeah, I shall come back in a few minutes and I shall continue the stream. See you later.